Tagchen zusammen, willkommen zu einem neuen BexPlay. Dieses Mal spielen wir Back to the Future the Game. Im letzten BexPlay hatten wir noch Resident Evil, da ging es etwas gruseliger zu. Jetzt wird es, denke ich, relativ bunt und lustig zugehen. Und ich erwarte selbst persönlich viel von dem Spiel, weil ich auch als Kind schon ein großer Fan der Filmserie von Zurück in die Zukunft war. So, das Spiel wurde gemacht von den Telltale Games. Und die haben schon viele Titel gemacht, wie zum Beispiel The Wolf Among Us. Dann hatten sie gemacht The Walking Dead, dann Tales of the Borderlands und einige andere Titel. Und sind mit ihren Titeln eigentlich auch sehr erfolgreich bis jetzt. So, jetzt würde ich sagen, fangen wir einfach mal an. Und bin selber schon mal sehr gespannt auf das, was uns im Spiel erwarten wird. Jetzt haben wir halt etwas längere Ladezeiten hier am Anfang, aber ich denke mal, im Spiel selbst wird das nicht so stark sein. So, hier können wir jetzt die Episoden auswählen. Das ist auch ein Spiel gewesen, was auf Episoden basiert hat. Die sind nacheinander rausgekommen. Jetzt hier bei dieser PlayStation 4 Version ist es jetzt die 30-jährige Jubiläumsversion und das ist die Disc-Version. Da sind jetzt alle Episoden natürlich schon mit enthalten. Wir werden natürlich mit der ersten anfangen, was auch Sinn ergibt. Ich lese euch jetzt trotzdem mal die Episoden vor, die wir vor uns haben werden. Episode 1, es ist an der Zeit. Episode 2, schnappt Tannen. Episode 3, Bürger Brown. Episode 4, Double Visions. Und Episode 5, Outer Time. Ich würde sagen, wir legen jetzt gleich mal an der Zeit. Und auf geht's. So, da haben wir schon mal den DeLorean stehen. Startklar. Wir haben jetzt, es ist an der Zeit, Episode 1 ausgewählt. Hier wollen wir natürlich ein neues Spiel anfangen. Bevor es losgeht, soll das Spiel dir mitteilen, wenn Marty neue Ziele hat. Ja bitte, ich bin noch unerfahren. Nein danke, ich bin ein erfahrener Spieler. Was jetzt die gesamte Spiele angeht, würde ich mich jetzt mal als erfahrener Spieler einsetzen, aber in diesem Bereich hier würde ich jetzt einfach mal sagen, das sind Telltale Games. Da habe ich bisher mal The Walking Dead kurz angeguckt auf der Vita und muss sagen, dass ich jetzt einfach mal hier sage, ich bin noch unerfahren, einfach damit wir da leichter ins Spielgeschehen reinkommen. So, und los geht's.
Alright, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa, okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
Einstein!
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Genial, ich fühle mich wie in den Filmen in den 80ern.
The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this.
Ich habe noch 80 Meilen im Kopf. So, jetzt haben wir folgende Auswahlmöglichkeiten. Sie haben Einstein aufgelöst. Wo ist der Wagen? Oder was zum Teufel? Ich glaube, im Film damals hat er wirklich gesagt, was zum Teufel?
Occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds.
Doc, what the heck was that?
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute, Doc. What are you talking about? A time machine?
The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look up!
Wo bleibt Einstein?
Doc?
Oh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuit. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
Hol dir Docs Notizbuch. Doc braucht sein Notizbuch. Lass Martin nach links laufen, bis du Docs Notizbuch... Oh, dann werden wir das doch gleich mal machen. So, was haben wir hier?
What's in the box?
Was ist denn in der Kiste?
It's plutonium.
Ah, das Plutonium.
How do you think I generated 1.21 gigawatts of power?
So, hier ist der Werkzeugkasten. Da sollte das Notizbuch sein. Da haben wir es schon.
Flux capacitor?
Der Fluxkompensator.
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I detail the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. If mass equals high...
Doc, something's way off here. Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Doc! Doc, no!
Oh.
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Puh, nur geträumt. Gott sei Dank.
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now. Back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc?
Holy crap, I'm late!
Back to the Future. The Game. So. Da sind wir auch schon. In Folge 1, es ist an der Zeit. Das ist das Labor von dem guten alten Doc Brown. Ja, allein die Musik schon. Das fängt so viel Stimmung ein. Das mich so sehr an diese Filme erinnert und mir gerade so viel Lust beschert, einfach diese Filme nochmal schon zum wieviel tausendenfach nochmal anzugucken. Einfach genial. Aber sie haben es in dem Spiel auch einfach sehr gut eingefangen. Auch die Optik gefällt mir sehr gut. Also es ist zwar so dieser Comic-Stil, etwas schräg und so, also Nicht 1:1 originalgetreu, aber man erkennt die Charaktere auf jeden Fall wieder. Und es ist einfach cool eingefangen. Also mir gefällt es wirklich sehr gut. Bin mal sehr gespannt, wie der Verlauf im Spiel weitergehen wird. Was uns alles erwartet. Los geht's.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc's stuff. The city has no right
Now,
to.
son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Doch,
Hey, Marty.
Biff.
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
Wähle Objekte im Labor aus, um sicherzugehen, dass Doc hier nichts Gefährliches vergessen hat. Gut, dann wollen wir uns mal hier im Labor oder seiner Unterkunft mal umschauen, ob wir hier noch irgendwie was haben, was uns interessieren könnte. Fütterungsmaschine für Hunde, an die erinnere ich mich auch noch.
Hey, let me!
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
Genial. Einsteins
Miss
Topf?
Einstein. A fish
Aquarium?
tank. I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste in decor. I kind of like Doc.
Ein Fernseher.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can't intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Aha. Was wohl damit gemeint war.
Hey, Dad.
So, hier haben wir wieder mehrere Auswahlmöglichkeiten. Wer ist für diesen Verkauf verantwortlich? Doc lebt. Was macht Biff hier? Ich hatte einen Traum. Werden wir einfach mal hier anfangen mit, wer ist für diesen Verkauf
Running the
verantwortlich?
sale anyway.
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Aha.
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Was macht Biff hier? Doc
I'm
lebt.
telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
Du
You got
kennst Doc
wrong.
nicht.
Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son. But the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
Was macht Biff
Biff
hier?
doing here? He wasn't a friend of Doc's.
It's a public sale, Marty. Everyone's allowed. Even Biff.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Ich glaube, wir schauen uns jetzt hier erstmal ein wenig um. Hast du dir Docs Modell von Hill Valley angesehen? Nein, das habe ich jetzt noch nicht entdeckt. Ah, hier ist der Verstärker. Verstärkerregler. Genial. Wie sie wirklich alles aufgreifen. Was haben wir hier? Wissenschaftliche Ausrüstung. Musikbox. Der Gedankenlesehelm.
Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was.
Musikbox.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Rathausplatzmodell.
Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
So, jetzt haben wir wieder mehrere Auswahlmöglichkeiten. Familienverbindung, in das Modell schauen. Ich hab's zuerst gesehen.
Come on, I saw it first.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I picked it up first.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, looky what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something.
Wenn du Hilfe brauchst, drücke die Dreiecktaste, um Hinweise zu erhalten. Ja, das brauchen wir jetzt, denke ich mal, nicht. So, dann sprechen wir ihn einfach nochmal an, ob er es vielleicht rausrückt.
Hey, Biff.
Da haben wir auch mehrere Auswahlmöglichkeiten wieder. Das Notizbuch ist gefährlich, das Notizbuch ist wertlos, das Notizbuch erinnert mich an Doc, das würdest du nicht verstehen. Ich kaufe dir das Notizbuch ab. So. Sagen wir doch einfach mal, das Notizbuch ist gefährlich, was es ja auch in der Tat eigentlich wirklich ist.
Can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
Das war klar, dass es nicht einfach rausrückt. Jetzt können wir wohl nicht mehr sagen, dass das Notizbuch wertlos ist. Ich kaufe dir das Notizbuch ab, würde ich mal sagen.
How much? Not enough.
Okay. Das will er mir wohl auch nicht rausrücken.
Never mind.
Gut. Dann müssen wir was anderes herausfinden. Meine Gitarre.
Let's make some noise.
Drehen wir mal auf, ha? Oh ja. Jetzt machen wir das wie im Film.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
So, jetzt können wir hier auswählen, was wir in der Hand tragen wollen. Nehmen wir die Gitarre zu uns und gehen doch einfach mal an den Verstärker. Und los geht's.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Oh, here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
Er soll sich doch nicht immer überall einmischen.
Hey, Dad.
Ah, jetzt mal, haben wir sogar die Auswahl. Ich kann meine Kämpfe selbst austragen, Dad.
About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle it.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way. You know where to find me.
I'll keep looking
Good.
around. Thanks, Dad.
Probieren wir das Ganze noch einmal. Ah, jetzt steht die Gitarre hier.
And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, butthead.
Jetzt drehen wir den Ganzen nochmal ein bisschen weiter auf. Du wirst schon sehen, was du davon
Now
hast.
watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
Whoa!
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Da haben wir
Doc,
es.
where are you?
Unser Notizbuch. Beziehungsweise das Notizbuch vom Doc. Um es richtig zu sagen. Der DeLorean.
Doc? Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Sehr genial. Sehr geil eingefangen. Ein Traum, den man sich schon immer erfüllen wollte, selbst in diesem DeLorean zu sitzen. So, was haben wir hier? Tragbarer Kassettenrekorder. Zeitschalter. Ein Schuh.
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Okay, den haben wir mal eingesteckt. Zeitschalter.
Looks like the time circuit still works. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc.
Tragbarer Kassettenrekorder.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap!
Oh, die Anzeige spinnt. Sehr
We're supposed to
toll.
find him now.
Wie sollen wir jetzt
Probably shouldn't
rausfinden,
deal
wo er
with the time
zuletzt
circuits
war?
again until I know when to look for Doc.
Vielleicht weiß Einstein irgendwas oder kann uns irgendwas sagen. Oder irgendeinen Hinweis geben, sagen wird er uns wohl nichts
What kind
großartig
of trouble
können.
is Doc in, Einie?
Mysteriöser Schuh. Vielleicht kann er mit dem Schuh was anfangen?
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Sehr gut.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Wie soll mich das zu Doc führen? Schild der Spielhalle. Spielhalle. Was haben wir hier? Einstein, was hast
What
du?
kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? Why couldn't Doc have invented a dog translator?
Das wäre auch mal eine Erfindung gewesen, auf jeden Fall. Der will da hoch, so wie es aussieht. Strickland. Ist doch nicht der Lehrer?
Step away from the door.
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
Na, der Schuh.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
Aha.
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Armer Einstein. Muss draußen warten.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny. Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Okay, die alte ist mal ziemlich schroff drauf. Und schauen wir uns mal hier um Katzenschüsseln.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles the food.
Okay. Bilder.
is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Genial.
Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Man, these are powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
You wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a clue to finding Doc out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking.
Vielleicht unterhalten wir uns einfach mal mit der älteren Dame.
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes?
So, hier haben wir auch wieder mehrere Auswahlmöglichkeiten, die wir jetzt Fragen stellen können. Wann haben Sie Ihren Schuh verloren? Was ist mit den ganzen Zeitungen? Fernglas. Ich würde sagen, wir fangen mal hiermit an, weil das ist irgendwie der wichtigste Punkt, denke ich gerade. Wann haben Sie Ihren Schuh verloren?
Remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly. No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. When was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Mhm. Eine illegale Bar. Cool.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
Wo war diese Bar?
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Following year, as I recall.
Was ist mit den ganzen Zeitungen? Die Frage haben wir ihr gerade gestellt. Wo war diese Bar?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Könnten diese Zeitungen mir weiterhelfen?
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Doing some stargazing?
Oh, I set my sights on the lower things. Is that?
Lieutenant! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Genial.
Keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Ich sage, die Alte ist schroff. Biff! Was hat er da in der Hand?
Rebuilt in February
Februar
1932.
32.
The fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Dann gucken wir doch einfach mal in ihren Zeitungen nach.
Don't touch those. My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Marmeladenfinger? Okay. Ich wüsste nicht, dass ich Marmelade gegessen habe. Was haben wir hier noch? Was ist das? Katzenauszeichnungen.
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Bilder hatten wir schon. Tür zur Straße. Die Schuhe.
Miss Strickland lost that shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. And I know that was sometime in 1932. I've got to get more specific than that if I'm gonna find Doc.
Ja, immer noch kein genaues Datum. Das müsste in den Zeitungen stehen. Bilder. Katzenschüssel darf ich auch nicht antworten. Bonbons.
The candy looks older than I am.
Okay, lassen wir es lieber. Der Heizkörper.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. Then don't touch anything.
Die Chance könnten wir nutzen. Sie verlässt den Raum. Die Tür ist zu. Okay, wir durchwühlen nochmal die Zeitung.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Da haben wir das Datum. Oh, oh.
Papers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
Oh! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done?
Das gibt Ärger.
Get out! Get out! Get out!
Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
Das ist mein Kostüm für die Halloween-Party. Arbeitskleidung? Kostüm für eine Schulaufführung. Ich denke, Kostüm für eine Schulaufführung kommt am ersten hin.
Didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck! Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein?
Jawohl, Einstein geht mit. So. Zeitschalter.
Time circuits on. Flux capacitor fluxy.
Fluxig. Sehr geil. So, Zeitleitungstastatur, ja, die brauchen wir.
If Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931. I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Genial. Oh! Einen besseren Zeitpunkt hätten wir ja nicht treffen können. Oh oh, nicht gut. Da haben wir aber nochmal Glück gehabt. Car of the Future. Das ist natürlich genial. Wir verstecken uns natürlich hinter dem Werbeschild. Hill Valley. 2 Meilen. Na dann mal los. Das haben sie wirklich sehr cool eingefangen.
Einstein, where do you go now, boy?
Jetzt waren wir aber lang unterwegs, wenn es jetzt schon hell ist. Genial. Hill Valley 1931. Auch musikalisch sehr schön untermalt.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
How'd Doc get himself into...
Doc?
Doc is his nickname. I'm good friends with Carl.
You are? Really? Oh, but I need an unbiased opinion for my story. Pretend you don't know him. How would you feel about his heroic act of destruction?
There's gotta be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. You have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
So, da haben wir jetzt auch wieder mehrere Auswahlmöglichkeiten. Wo kann ich sie finden? Im Gefolge keine Nachricht. Ich würde jetzt einfach mal fragen, wo kann ich sie
Ask him where I
finden?
can get the address.
Ah, I see. Because you want to blast it to smithereens just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Sonny Crockett, Harry Callahan, Michael Corleone. Ich finde, Sonny Crockett klingt doch irgendwie cool, oder?
Sonny Crockett.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Crockett. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet. I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Halte die Kreistaste gedrückt, während Marty geht, um ihn rennen zu lassen. Also wenn er festgenommen worden ist, müsste er doch im Gefängnis sitzen. Suppenkittchen. Die Suppenküche.
Hill Valley
Polizeistation.
Police Station. Cripes, this place looks old, even for 1931. Doc!
Marty,
Doc!
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
A plan? Right. But what?
Da haben wir jetzt auch wieder mehrere Auswahlmöglichkeiten. Sag es dem Richter, reise zurück in der Zeit, zieh es durch, sprich mit den Gangstern. Ich würde sagen, am plausibelsten wird es reise zurück in der
Why don't I
Zeit.
take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that renders the innocent stranger little more than a pulpy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed. Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided. Do you?
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
Rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great. I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
Wie soll ich sie dazu bringen, den Raketenbohrer zu bauen? Wo kann ich sie finden?
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Wo kann ich sie finden?
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
Okay, die Suppe soll ich nicht essen.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Okay, das heißt, ich muss jetzt sein jüngeres Ich finden. Sein jüngeres Ich von 1931. Beziehungsweise sein 17-jähriges Ich. Ja, schauen wir doch mal gleich hier in dieser Suppenküche nach. Vielleicht hält er sich ja dort auf. So, gehen wir mal hier rein. Ich glaube, diese Suppenküche ist später dieses Café der 80er Jahre, kann das sein? Ich glaube, ja.
McFly!
Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Thanks, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well?
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly?
Yes?
That hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Typisch Biff wieder. So, schwätz mal mit dem hier.
Okay. Hey, never mind.
Gut, er ignoriert mich. Dann haben wir hier.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Okay.
Brown result?
Hi. Do you know where I can find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. I say he's calling.
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Okay, interessant. Das hätte ich jetzt nicht gedacht. Dass er mal im Gericht gearbeitet hat. Gucken wir mal, ob wir hier noch mehr finden.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
Okay, das lassen wir lieber. Was haben wir hier noch?
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Okay, die Rohre gehen in den Keller. Hier gibt es sonst nichts weiter. Gut, dann gehen wir mal zum Gerichtssaal. Ja, genau, da drüben ist er. Was einstellen? Was machst du?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Okay, mit dem können wir gerade nichts anfangen. Ich denke mal, er wird uns später helfen können. Vielleicht um den jüngeren Doc zu finden. Okay.
Touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Papa, I mean, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm, Sonny Crockett.
Emmett Brown, but I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Was tust du da? Das ist wichtig. Wann bist du fertig? Ich hörte, du arbeitest an einem Raketenbohrer. Ich bin ebenfalls Wissenschaftler.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party of the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Das ist wichtig.
Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Crockett, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Wann bist du fertig? Ich hörte, du arbeitest an einem Raketenbohrer.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Wie wär's heute mit etwas früher Feierabend? Ich hörte, du arbeitest an einem Raketenbohrer.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
Hey, renn doch nicht weg.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Du hörst dich ein wenig verängstigt an. Komm schon, erzähl mir von dem Raketenbohrer. Ich bin ebenfalls Wissenschaftler.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I...
Komm schon, erzähl mir mehr vom Raketenbohrer.
Okay, you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Hello?
No solicitors!
Haut er einfach ab. Warte doch mal, renn doch nicht so schnell weg.
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Come on, you can trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal
Rennt er einfach
crime,
wieder
Mr.
davon.
Crockett.
Emmett, about your...
Say it.
Okay, er will das nicht wissen. Dann fragen wir einfach nochmal sein älteres Ich. Beziehungsweise sein jetziges Ich. Wie wir ihn weich kriegen. Na, scheinbar scheint er doch nicht so leicht anzuspringen auf das, was wir von ihm wollen. So.
Psst, Doc!
Morty, have you found my younger self yet?
Nun, ich habe ihr jüngeres Ich getroffen.
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
Emmett sagt, er sei kein
I
Wissenschaftler.
tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
Wie bringe ich den jungen Doktor zu mir zu vertrauen?
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
Ihr jüngeres Ich murmelt wirklich oft vor sich
Why
hin.
does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The Expo?
Yes, the Expo. How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
Wie bringe ich ihn? Warum murmeln sie wegen der
What does
Expo?
this Expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know. H to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Da kommt mir doch eine Idee. Ich habe doch dieses Diktiergerät, also Tonbandgerät. Verwenden wir das mal. Mal gucken, ob wir ihn damit vielleicht aufnehmen können, wenn er so vor sich her murmelt. Wenn wir ihn jetzt wiederfinden. Ah, da rennt er, da rennt er.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. Dimensional harmonic, I'll spoil it. Or do we take H's sample and then the line up? H to the A multiplied...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. Oh, let's start. Force equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's Newton. But how many newtons are required to maintain a constant mass if acceleration is reduced by the inverse derivative of the speed? Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Ups. Aber ich denke, ich habe ihn aufgenommen. Das dürfte vielleicht schon reichen. Also wieder zum älteren Doc. Wir werden das doch irgendwie rausfinden. Müssen wir das wieder auswählen? Und jetzt sprechen wir ihn an mit...
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was going to say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
Gut, dann suchen wir mal wieder das Jüngere. Doc Brown auf. Wo rennt denn jetzt wieder rum? Ah, da kommt er gerade. Sehr gut.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Ich komme vom Planeten Vulkan. Ey Mann, wo ist mein Auto, sage ich nur. Ich komme aus der Zukunft. Das würde natürlich auch ihn... Ich lese viel Jules Verne. Ich glaube, das trifft ja den Nerv.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Ich brauche wirklich deinen Raketenbohrer.
See your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Ich brauche ihn heute Abend.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. Part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
So, dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir mal nochmal in diese Suppenküche und gucken mal, was da Sache ist. Ach. Mrs. Strickland.
Nice bike. Huffy?
Huffy? I'm not huffy. I'm passionate. Passionate about justice, safety, law, and order.
Never mind. Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Crockett. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
Was ist denn die Sensation? Was ist mit der anderen Story? Das mit Einstein tut mir leid.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
Suppenlieferung? Finger vom Fuselverband? Das mit Einstein tut mir leid. Suppenlieferung.
Soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
Ich weiß, wo ihr euch treffen könnt im Park, auf dem Polizeirevier, in der abgebrannten Bar, auf dem Anwesen der Browns. Nennen wir das Anwesen der Browns.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please, tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
Nehmen wir doch mal die Anstalt.
The insane asylum.
Whose inmates are crazy for soup. All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
Aha. Also hier haben wir jetzt auch wieder mehrere Auswahlmöglichkeiten. Wegen der Vorladung. Diese Vorladung ist für Arthur McFly. Was wissen Sie über Kid Tannen? Warum Treibstoff aus Alkohol?
You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas?
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
Warum hörst du nicht auf damit?
Subpoenas is such dirty work. Why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Irgendeine Ahnung, wo wir Artie McFly finden?
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
Was weißt du über Arthur McFly?
Arthur McFly.
Certified accountant. Graduated Hill Valley 5 classes ahead of me. Seems like a nice fellow, actually.
How did he get mixed up with a guy like Kid Tannen?
Who knows? Sometimes people find themselves stuck in situations they can't get out of.
Was wissen wir über Kid Tannen?
What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
That's a Tannen, all right.
Warum Treibstoff aus
This might
Alkohol?
be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on fuel that, you know, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You of all people should know that.
Könnten wir nicht was anderes als Alkohol
Couldn't you
verwenden?
tweak your engine design a little so it runs on something else?
Like what?
I don't know, gas maybe?
Gasoline? Yesterday's news. You'll see. By 1940, automobiles will all run on pure alcohol.
Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured. Have you read The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
We'll get
Okay.
that subpoena delivered. My name isn't...
Sonny Crockett!
Yeah.
Gut, dann gehen wir mal wieder hier in die Suppenküche und gucken mal, ob wir hier jetzt irgendwelche neuen Sachen herausfinden können. Weil irgendwas hat ja die Edna da drin gefunden, die Mrs. Strickland. Der rührt immer noch in seiner Suppe. Aha.
Hey, Q-Ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup? Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Aha, ein geheimer Fahrstuhl. Da kommt schon wieder die nächste Lieferung. Interessant. Gut. Gehen wir mal hier durch. Das
No
wird
way I'm gonna
nix.
keep that door open without some help.
Emmett, helf mir mal.
Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids goons aren't gonna let us do an experiment on their barrels.
Oh, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety. Right.
Ich komme nicht in die Küche.
Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
Okay, er kümmert sich jetzt mal um diese Tür. Dann halten wir mal unser Schwätzchen mit ihm, lenken ihn vielleicht mal ab.
Talking to me?
Also das war mal eine Suppenküche. Warum betreibt Kitten eine Suppenküche? Warum ist die Suppe in einem Fass? Könnte ich etwas Suppe haben? Ich würde sagen, wir nehmen einfach mal etwas Suppe, oder? Warum ist die Suppe in einem Fass? Würde mich auch interessieren.
Because it's hard to ladle off the floor?
So this place used to be a soup kitchen.
What do you mean used to be? Despite recent changes in ownership, this joint is still available for the purposes of distributing food to the needy and the not so well-to-do. And no other purposes whatsoever.
Right.
Okay, klingt nicht so überzeugend. Warum betreibt Kitten eine Suppenküche?
What's a tough guy like Kid Tannen doing running a soup kitchen?
Mr. Tannen purchased the soup kitchen from the Sisters of Mercy in an effort to repair his reputation as a respectable community figure after his fine name was besmirched by the malignant and malicious the actions of the misguided vandals that done burned down his place of business.
His speakeasy.
I cannot confirm nor deny any claims of so-called illegal bootlegging at the Just eat your damn soup, Pipsqueak.
Aha, da hat sich aber einer ganz schön verhaspelt gerade. Warum ist die Suppe in einem Fass, haben wir ihn auch schon gefragt. Nun fragen wir ihn doch einfach mal, ob wir mal ein bisschen Suppe haben können, oder?
Can I have a bowl of soup?
We're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration.
Das seit dem Zweiten Weltkrieg nicht aufgefüllt wurde? War der Zweite Weltkrieg nicht weit nach 1931? Habe ich was verpasst? Hau mal ein bisschen Chilipulver rein. Bisschen Hitze.
No, I mean like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too, but it's gotta be edible for the common folks.
Come on, a little dash isn't gonna kill anyone.
Ah, heck. You got moxie, kid. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we?
Mhm. Jetzt würzt er die Suppe neu. Okay, den Wagen hat er nicht zurückgeschubst.
Eureka!
Hat er nicht vorne dieses Rohr geklopft? Das machen wir jetzt mal. Ja, er reagiert wieder nicht. Er ist wieder voll in seinem Element. Würzen und rühren. Ja, sehr geil.
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tennant's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all we have to do is to get it from her somehow.
Das war wohl eindeutig das falsche Fass. Sie hat das Fass mit dem Alkohol erwischt. Genial. Wie bringen wir sie jetzt nur dazu, dass ich es krieg?
Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Crockett. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The Stay Sober Society.
That's right. They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett, volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Sonny! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
Sie sind nett, sie benehmen sich, sie sind nüchtern. Sie sind nett.
Bunch of really great guys.
We don't know that.
Sie benehmen sich?
They're really polite.
We don't know that.
Sie sind nüchtern.
Sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but a Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
Sie werden leise sein.
Be quiet? You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but...
But what?
But it's still impossible.
Na gut, vergiss die ganze Sache.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No. I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait! You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Now all we gotta do is serve that subpoena, and we're off to build your rocket drill.
And get my patent.
Yeah, your patent.
Ich dachte gerade, da drüben läuft Arthur. Fragen wir doch einfach mal Tannen. Ob er weiß, wo sich Doc Brown aufhält. Nicht Doc Brown, sondern mein Großvater Arthur McFly.
You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here. How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
Dann werde ich wohl die Schuhe putzen. Ob ich will oder nicht. Ich suche nach Arthur
I'm looking for a
McFly.
guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Wissen Sie, wo er ist?
Boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
Wissen Sie, wann ich ihn finden kann?
When do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you're Mr. Spy.
Ist das nicht Artys Hut?
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut ball.
Kann ich ein paar dieser Erdnüsse haben?
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Was zum Teufel ist das?
Yeah. What the hell is that? Hey!
What'd you do?
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett! Emmett!
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen! Hey! Ow! Fix me up!
Tja, da ist er wohl mal deftig in die Scheiße getreten.
Where do you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Hilf Emmett, Unterlagen von Arthur McFly zu erstellen.
We'll get that subpoena delivered.
Einstein, kannst du mir vielleicht weiterhelfen?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Einie?
It's short for Einstein.
Einstein, of course. Because he was a patent officer just like you.
Probieren wir es einfach mal mit dem Hut.
Hey, Einie, come here for a sec, boy.
Ha, es funktioniert sogar, sehr geil.
Hey, boy, did you find the
Wie
guy
mit
who
dem
belongs
Schuh.
to this hat?
Genial.
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out.
Alter Bud Brown, neuer Brown. Beziehungsweise der Ältere und der Jüngere, nicht neu und alt. Mhm.
Huh. Deja vu.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know!
I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena.
Nimm mal die Vorladung.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm throwing the subpoena.
You can't do that. You have to hand it to him.
I have to hand the subpoena to Arthur, not throw it.
Someone's playing tricks on me.
Probieren wir es nochmal. Also, die Vorladung kann ich Ihnen so nicht geben. Muss irgendwie gucken, dass ich ihn
Hey
runterkriege.
Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
I'm your mother's great nephew.
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah.
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the boss says so. He's given strict orders. Sorry. Some other time.
Okay. Der steht wohl ganz schön unter der Fuchtel von Kitten. Unglaublich, der Typ.
Now.
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
Ich habe etwas für
We've
Sie.
got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
Oh, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry. Some other time.
Er traut sich echt nicht raus. Das ist der Wahnsinn. Krass, hätte ich nicht gedacht, dass es so heftig ist,
What now?
mit ihm da zu verhandeln.
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
An der Wand, ich habe etwas für Sie. Ja, ich komme vom Gericht. Wir haben eine wichtige Mitteilung für Sie.
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave. Sorry. Some other time.
What the... Hilf Emmett Unterlagen an Arthur McFly zuzustellen. Ja, da bin ich ja gerade dabei. Gibt's ja gar nicht, hey. Der ist hartnäckig, der alte McFly.
What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
Wir kommen vom Gericht, hatten wir noch nicht.
Represent the law.
You don't want to go against the law, do you?
No, but I don't want to go against Kid Tannen either. And he ordered me to stay put till he gives the word. Sorry. Some other time.
Okay, jetzt haben wir alles durch.
Need any help?
Never mind.
Vergiss es einfach, okay.
What now?
Thanks for bringing us here, boy. We'll take it from here.
Geht's auch nicht wirklich weiter.
Quit bugging me, or I'll tell Kid.
Naja, pass mal auf, dass du es nicht gleich mit uns zu tun bekommst. Okay, hier haben wir sonst auch keine anderen Möglichkeiten.
We'll take it from here.
Brot kann ich auch, kannst du zum Rathausplatz verlassen. Das war's, mehr gibt's hier nicht. Der lässt ja wirklich gar nicht mit sich reden. Okay, ich glaube, wir müssen wirklich mal in die Hilfe gucken, kurz. Du brauchst etwas aus dem Stadtzentrum, damit Arthur rauskommt. Dann gehen wir nochmal zurück. Das ist lustig, wie er rennt. Schnapp ich mir jetzt.
Well, well, look who's back. They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, Matches. Come down from there, you son of a bitch! Right now! That's
I
an
don't
order!
think they're in a talkative mood right now.
Don't make me angry, Smucko!
I don't think they're in a talkative
Get down
mood
here
right now.
and face the music!
Einstein! Help!
Lay off! Get away from me, you crazy mutt!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, Fran. Hey, where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
Okay, sie stehen wieder dort vom Friseur. Was? Glaubst du, Kid bellt nur und bleibt nicht? Marty lässt sich von Kids Fluchen nicht einschüchtern. Der schüchterne Arthur wahrscheinlich schon. Versuche Kid aufzunehmen, wenn er flucht. Also, das heißt, wir brauchen wieder unser Aufnahmegerät. Das ist immer ganz blöd.
Hey!
Hey!
Dieser Stift dort? Was macht dieser Stift dort in der Luft? Das war jetzt schon das zweite Mal. Da hängt einfach ein Bleistift mitten in der Luft.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now! You're only making
Das wird
it worse
reichen.
for yourself. The longer you
I don't
stay
wanna
up there,
record
the
them right
longer
now.
I'm gonna take evacuating your guts!
Eviscerating.
Los, Einstein.
Einie!
Look out, boss. It's that crazy mud again.
I can't believe you lost him again!
Gut. Das heißt, jetzt können wir wieder zurück in die Zukunft sozusagen. Beziehungsweise zurück zu unserem Großvater Arthur McFly. Wenn wir nicht vorher überfahren werden. Das wäre natürlich sehr tragisch. muss sagen, an manchen Positionen ist die Steuerung sehr kompliziert, also was die Laufrichtung angeht. Aber gut.
What now?
Pass auf, what now? Das wirst du jetzt gleich mitkriegen.
Kid! Right away, boss! Ah, where's Kid?
Arthur McFly?
Yeah?
Got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid, stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
Gut. Das haben wir dann mal soweit
Well, we've
erledigt.
served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good.
Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Genial.
Are you sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Oh, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Elektro was? Und jetzt bitte nochmal auf Deutsch. Wird es einen Test geben?
Emmett, why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the... what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
Emmett?
Coming, Father! Father!
Don't you father me, child.
What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start!
So, ich würde sagen, dieses Experiment, was wir jetzt hier durchführen werden, machen wir im nächsten Part. Hat mich wieder sehr gefreut, dass ihr wieder alle so zahlreich eingeschaltet habt. Freut mich wirklich sehr, wenn ihr immer wieder mit dabei seid und bin sehr dankbar, dass ihr BexPlay so tatkräftig unterstützt. Also, wir beenden den Stream jetzt hier und werden im nächsten Part dann einfach weitermachen. So, wir werden jetzt den Spielspann speichern. Wenn du den Spielspann überschreiben willst. Kann ich nicht überschreiben, oder wie? Oh, perfekt. Das hat genau hier gespeichert, dann brauchen wir gar nicht nochmal extra speichern. So, wunderbar. Also, wie gesagt, bedanke ich mich vielmals fürs Einschalten. Das war jetzt unser erster Part to Back to the Future in der ersten Episode. Es ist an der Zeit und wir werden hier im Labor im nächsten Part einfach wieder fortfahren und ich freue mich auf jeden Fall, wenn ihr wieder mit einschaltet. Alles klar, wünsche euch noch eine gute Nacht und bis zum nächsten Mal. Macht's gut, ciao.